The glorious sun rises over the African savanna. It is the hour of awakening, and for Thorn walks with a purpose, his keen eyes ceaselessly scanning the terrain. He is a gatherer, a wild tuber, a crucial source of energy. A fleeting moment of satisfaction crosses his face. But caution is paramount. Every reward must be six. Thorn employs a sturdy, pointed stick as his tool. These rudimentary aids are the first steps in technology.
Over time, the technique refines. Lasana uses the stick's leverage.
The tuber is pulled free, a hard-won prize. For millions of years, this steady supply of carbohydrates sustained early hominins.
He takes a large bite of the raw, fibrous root. A robust jaw and digestive system. The trek continues. Thornau's gaze locks onto a distant bush, heavy with berries.
Selection is a matter of life and death. He deliberately chooses only the ripe, red fruit.
The berries glisten in his palm. They provide vital sugars, hydration, and vitamins, essential components of the gatherer's nourishment.
A moment of simple, wholesome pleasure. Thorn eats the fruit, consuming the energy needed to continue his demand. But plant food is not enough. Thorn uses his strength to overturn a large rock, searching for an alternative source of protein.
Underneath, plump termites scurry. This is the safest and most accessible sources of fat and protein required. He quickly scoops them up and consumes them. This resourcefulness confirms humanity's early status as omnivores.
A sound breaks the silence. Thorn freezes, his body tensing.
Vigilant. Through the tall grass, a herd of antelope. Thorn is not yet an apex hunter.
His face shows caution and curiosity, not hunger for meat. The bounty of the antelope is beyond bounds.
He quietly retreats, giving the herd a wide berth. His diet remains tubers, berries, and insects.
Thorn walks into the setting sun. His life is inextricably linked to the land.
A new day begins, and with it, a new smell. Thorn stops, his nostrils flaring. He follows the scent, his movements cautious. To find a carcass is to find food, but it also is. He spots the carcass, likely abandoned by a lion or hyena.
Of fear, hesitation, but also burning curiosity. He must weigh the risk of the predator's return against the immense reward of meat.
Thorn picks up a cobblestone. It is the first hint of intention, a potential tool. He feels its heft. He creeps closer, his head on a swivel. He is a secondary scavenger, reliant on the kills of others. Most of the muscle is gone, leaving only bone and hide. But Thorn knows that the most calorie-rich prize remains. He kneels by a femur bone. He tries to bite through the dense bone, but his teeth are inadequate. The most valuable nutrient source is
a spark of realization. He looks at the stone in his hand. If his body lacks the necessary power, an external tool can provide it.
He raises the stone and strikes. The bone splits, revealing the rich, fatty marrow inside. This calorie-dense material, high in fat.
Thorn hesitates, then dips a finger in to taste. He is crossing a dietary Rubicon.
His eyes widen in surprise. The profound, rich taste of concentrated fat and calories. Thorn eagerly scrapes the bone clean.
Thorn stands amidst the remains, his stone tool beside him. This is the dawn of hominin carnivory, a subtle shift.
Time passes. Thorn is now an active scavenger, strategically walking riverbeds for fallen animals.
He finds a sharp flake of flint. His toolkit is evolving from simple hammerstones to specialized cutting implements.
Thorn uses the sharp flint to slice tough hide, accessing otherwise unreachable meat.
Fueled by meat and marrow, his brain is rapidly changing. The flood of new nutrients has provided the energy required for significant cognitive growth. A single dietary shift, leading to a monumental leap in evolution. Thorn's generation unknowingly set the stage. Fast forward millennia to the Ice Age. Thornin's descendants, led by Lysana, stand on the rocks. Lysana's face reflects generations of increasing intelligence. Her mind, powered by an optimized diet,
Signals her team. Hunting is now a coordinated, strategic activity.
their target, a large herd of giant deer below. Hunting big game requires advanced tools and the ability to plan several steps ahead.
Lysana moves with predatory skill, carrying a spear tipped with finely worked stone.
Her fur-wrapped feet move silently over the rocks. Years of practice, fueled by excellent nutrition,
The deer senses danger, looking up at Lysana's silhouette.
Lysana issues the command. The strategic encirclement begins, forcing the herd toward the designated kill zone.
The aerial view reveals the full tactic. By controlling the terrain, they control the deer. The mind has outmatched brute force.
The herd stampedes. Lysana and her team break cover, running in pursuit.
She raises her spear, ready to throw. Her muscles coil, preparing for the explosive release of power.
Fly.
Across the land, Thorn launches his own spear. The determination of the provider is timeless, whether by scavenging or by hunting.
They approach the fallen deer, a shared moment of respect. The recognition of the animal's sacrifice.
Dusk falls. Inside the cave, a large, controlled fire burns brightly.
But the real revolution is cooking.
Chunks of meat sizzle over the flames. Cooked protein and fat are the ideal brain fuel, maximizing caloric intake for a minimal digestive effort.
The community gathers. The fire is the social hub, fostering complex bonds and allowing time for language and cultural exchange. Lysana shares the cooked meat. This act of provisioning and sharing is the fundamental building block of human society.
Cooking pre-digests the food. This efficiency allowed for smaller teeth, smaller guts, and most importantly, larger, more complex brains.
Lysana gazes into the light. Her contemplative expression reflects a consciousness capable of abstract thought.
The pursuit of nutrition leads to the coast. Lysana explores a new ecosystem, seeking the final piece of the dietary puzzle.
She searches the tide pools for marine life. The ocean offers a stable, rich, and readily available source of food. She uncovers a clam, a powerful source of omega-3 fatty acids. This unique nutrients.
Using a small stone, she cracks the shell.
She consumes the clam raw. The salty taste is a new sensation, broadening the sensory and nutritional scope of the human diet.
Lysana holds a barbed fishing spear. Her hunting technology is refined to master the marine environment.
She wades into the shallows, her movements slow and patient. Her evolved mind allows her to anticipate the subtle movements of her new aquatic prey.
An underwater perspective. A large fish swims into view. The tension builds in the moments before the strike.
In a sudden flash, she strikes. A burst of water. Her coordinated movement.
The fish is hers. Lysana's face shows satisfaction. She has successfully brought the ultimate.
She carries her marine bounty back to camp. The successful exploitation of this new ecosystem marks another high point in human adaptability.
Back at camp, she teaches a younger member how to craft the barbed spear. The passing down of Her hands skillfully lash the bone point with sinew. This precision crafting is proof of the.
An elder woman processes nuts and roots. Despite the abundance of meat,